Hello? Do you hear now? Um. Okay, now Barb is picking up. There's no audio in the game, is there? Because it appears to have changed all my default settings. Will that do it? No. Will that do it? That does it. Okay. Okay. Yes. Hello. And now to check the other thing. Confirm to me, please, that you do have audio and things.
Water and water and water, water, water. And
oh, look, that worked right away.
Water, water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water.
I have some soft. Yum yum yum. Yeah, beer. Is that? Oh, that's also working right there. Okay. Let me just. Let's see now. How to do this again? Pop out. Copy. Docs. Custom. Apply. Done. Okay. So a little bit short notice on. Usually I have like this thing going on, and then I wait for the stream to get going. But some troubleshooting was required, so I decided to just go for it. Also, I booted the game, and it just instantly got me to this screen rather than like anything to load, because it was doing this thing where, oh, we will see each other again after eternity, and then. We did it one time, and she would like instantly be like, oh, maybe it's been seconds for you, I don't know, it doesn't matter. But now it's been like weeks. So she says that, I see you have returned to me. Weeks mean nothing in the maw forever. I never left your side. Yes, very meta. I was a little bit delayed because I got caught up in the Warhammer reveal thing they were doing like just now, like the past hour. And at the very end, they started releasing a bunch of stuff for Gloomspite kits, and I was very excited, except that it's all like non-things I care about. There's no squig-related things. They didn't announce any squigs. It's all wolf stuff. But I wanted squigs. So, oh. I mean, they're really cool models overall, but like, I wanted squigs. But they did announce like the new book and stuff, which is cool. So yes, I have been now moved in and back in the old place. This is back where I used to stream. Although I am alone in the house now. And I will be alone in the house now for a few months. I wasn't sure, like, apparently for some reason the settings had completely disabled. I don't know, defaulted. Probably because the devices were disconnected for a while. It is currently a chilly -9 degrees, and it's been snowing like heck the past few days. Winter has begun. Even before December for once. Yum, yum, yum. So one thing I do need to do is bring my models and stuff so I can sort of paint here. Because all that stuff is back at the apartment still. So, like right now, even if I wanted to, I can't paint because I don't have the stuff to paint or to paint with. So that makes it difficult. Let's see, anything else? It's a little bit more awkward to like get to my job right now because I have to take the bus, and like it's further away to take the bus. However, there is like a bus that goes like more directly from here to and back, but that bus only like goes in specific early hours and like in the later evening hours. So I have to end up going a bit earlier to get there like half an hour before someone's there to even open the shop. And then I have to like leave half an hour earlier as the last quick bus leaves. It's a little bit awkward. Also, I'm gonna have to learn how to wrap gifts because there's gonna be a lot of that in the coming weeks, maybe like at least like the week before Christmas, because people will like buy a game and be like, hey, can you get this gift wrapped? And I'm like, and I don't know how to gift wrap things. So I'm gonna have to practice that. Maybe look at a video guide. Sippy. How are things with bear? How are bear things? Oh, also, I did forget to like do the links for this and stuff. Let me. Which I do on Blue Sky now because screw Twitter. Is it totally regularly scheduled? No, nothing like that. What to type? What to write? Writing this while streaming because I forgot to before I started. Now I have to waste viewers' time voicing out my words as I'm writing them to create a an enticing message for me. Yeah, it is. I'm gonna remove it. My mod tells me this is a terrible announcement post. Link. So I'm posting this now with no. Yeah. How to do how to do a meta enticing post for no. Dot. No, not a dot. Not a single dot. No. I guess finishing up slaying princess. Slay the princess. Maybe. We'll see. How to slay the princess 101 guide for dummies. I have to add for dummies. Apparently, you can. They added a thing in Blue Sky now, I know, which you don't use, so you can like actually view the like Twitch link in the post. Let's see now, and then just gonna link it a little place. I don't currently have a sub on the Beyond or Zoe things, so I don't cannot currently link in the self promo there, so I'll do it other places. A place in the post. I have no idea. I think it does. I think it does because that's like what some sites have been doing, like what's it called, Effect for Life or something, where they just always have like a little embed to their own streams linked up in the corner. So anyone going to like their wikis would just be forced to be added as a viewer. So they would have like thousands of viewers while no one cared. What am I looking for? Buttons. There's a button there. A button there. A linky there. There we go. Well, they have to actually click it to like activate it, but like if they see it, they click it, and then like they don't have to go to like the actual site or link, but it's still like available there, so they can just like activate it, and then they can go there, like as a quick preview or something. Anyway, let's get on with this then. So last time I just said. But we had to go at the time, so I just went like, yeah, whatever, bye, and I just left.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Right. So this is the last... Oh yeah, that was the really meta one.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Right, the last thing we did was the really meta one with the well. Which was terrifying.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
But you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Oh boy! Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Can you tell me what my price is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Oh boy, oh boy. Let's see.
That's the spirit.
Yeah, okay. Let's try and go for a nice gift.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right?
Oop, right click again.
Ignore him.
Proceed to cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
So, I assume that my voice might sound a bit different. Like, not my voice, but like the quality, because I am in a different room. So the layout is like a little different, and there might be a different quality to it. It shouldn't be any massive difference, if anything. I think with this microphone it should be able to like cancel out anything.
The blade is your implement.
Oh, okay.
You'll need it if you want to.
It's not an empty room, so there's no like echo, which is the biggest thing I was afraid of. But even then, I think I have enough settings on so that like any echo would be like nulled out. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, you're the one who told me to do it.
Walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Yeah, it wasn't a joke.
I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground and give the two of us a chance to talk things out.
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Titan grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
I don't remember what our choices were last time.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Are you sure she's not armed?
I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be...
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Oh. Squint at the princess while holding onto the
You
blade.
stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Are you sure you don't want to talk?
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
Drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just... talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's
Squinting
no
hard,
reasoning
Diexna,
with
Diexna, fat for Diexna, fat 3.
Just make
Hi,
sure you don't
everybody.
forget about the blade on
Thank
the
you for the
floor.
sub, 51 months. Oh my gosh. I want to go and beg forgiveness, then let her step on me. Nope, nope.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
How long we've been here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Do you know why?
Do you?
I know what I've been told, but I not believe it's an entirely different matter.
So you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting she is. I'm sure of it. She
Name?
hesitates before answering.
And then the princess, Majesty,
You can
whatever.
address
Yes,
me
yes.
Again, she offers no specific.
Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship. Oh, have you decided?
You know why.
Examine the chains.
You have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of here?
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Return to the bottom.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been
I'm wondering
so
if I can,
much
like,
easier if you'd simply
start
sprain her
to-
like you were supposed to.
Cut her, like,
Easier for
imply I'm gonna help her cut her arm and then just stab her mid-cut or
I
something.
heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Slay the princess.
Without hesitation,
She wasn't
you bring
ready
the
for it.
blade down. The princess flinches as you strike and your weapon sinks into her shoulder.
She wasn't ready for me. Shoulder, though? Why?
You bastard. If I have to kill you to leave this place, I'll do it.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's unarmed and there's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you raise your blade to strike again, she kicks out, knocking your legs out from under you. The two of you struggle on the ground. You lash out with the blade, slicing wherever you can. Her fists connect with your body again and again, each blow stronger than the last, shattering bone and rupturing tissue with reckless abandon. Forget trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Slay!
You roll out of her grasp and shakily push yourself back to your feet. Though every inch of you is in pain, the princess probably has it worse. Blood pours out from countless gashes, staining her once pristine dress. She pauses for a moment, catching her breath, staring at you with wild eyes. We can still turn this around.
Give up. Run for the stairs and lock her in the basement. Finish the
You
job.
steel your resolve and take another step towards the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? What was that about not making it out of here alive? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
Gotcha. Where's my present, by the way?
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun. You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have the time to worry over her words. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh. The adversary? I don't recognize the adversary. Have we done the
You're
adversary?
on a path in the
Adversary.
woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't,
But I already slew the princess.
I can assure you that you
Yes,
he
yes,
doesn't
yes.
remember what. You know I can hear you. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Stubborn. Adversary.
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill. A warning. She will lie. Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight. Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances that the princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her, Crystal. Let's just...
Proceed to cabin.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest.
Oh.
Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying
I don't
to
think we've
forcefully
done
direct
this.
you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
Blah blah mirror.
There's definite. There is. Oh, stop bickering and just get on.
I want to see how handsome I
care
am.
less about that and
Oh
more
yeah,
about whether we're
adversary.
being
I don't think
liked.
we've done
If
this.
he's willing to, I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There
You
is no
the eye
mirror.
bear.
Why would I lie?
Does that mean you're excited for this?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Oh, I think I see where this is going. We've got a fighter this time.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
It's gonna be a bigger, beefier princess, isn't it?
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step,
Yep.
the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
I hope you heard all of that, Mr. Narrator. This is a lot different than last time, but last time definitely happened.
What's that? Oh, that whole deja vu situation. Yes, it does seem like you and the princess remember each other, so let's say for a moment that I do believe you. For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time.
Are you okay?
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on
Ghost
the line.
God?
Not all of us have the
Who- who-
luxury
who was
of
Ghost
jumping
God?
over to a
I don't even know. Attack. I don't know what happened, but last time we met, I am not fighting a giant demon lady. Turn around and leave without saying anything. You look different.
You look exactly the same.
Oh, okay. So you do remember me.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first, like how we're both still alive.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Okay, calm down, Bear.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
You too. I'm actually here to free you.
Free her? You aren't. I don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest.
Who says I want to be free?
Oh, okay. Why don't you want to be free? Are you serious?
Yeah. I'm fine right where I am.
Okay, hold on. Did you hear that? Maybe we don't have to do anything. If she's fine where she is, maybe...
But you're going to have to fight me to the death.
Never mind.
Hmm.
There is no happy ending where everyone makes it out of this place alive. You either deal with her here, right now, or she'll eventually find her way out. Whether she even wants to leave is hardly relevant. This cabin won't last forever. Hear that? Between him and her, that should be all the motivation you need. Now stop standing there and fight her. No, stop standing there and slay her. You're being a bit semantic, aren't you? I am, but it's an important distinction. If you're going to see this through, you need to hold the right intent. This isn't a sparring match. It is a lethal confrontation that will decide the future of everything. Fine. As long as it leads to a fight, do whatever he just said.
Attempt to free, turn around. Nah. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet.
You haven't decided? We talked more than enough last time. Do you really have anything else to say? Or are you just stalling because you're scared I'm going to kill you? If you want to talk, I guess I can talk. But you should come a little closer first.
Do we attack or do we step closer to talk? Step closer it is. What could possibly go wrong?
Blade held tight in your hand. You take a cautious step towards the princess.
Yes, now we get a nice good look at her.
You stop a few feet short of her reach, her chains taut as she stares down at you. She's a lot bigger than I thought she was. Why do you sound so scared? We can take her.
Well, what do you want? Because every second we waste talking is a second we could spend killing each other instead.
Why do you want us to kill each other?
Why wouldn't I want that? Why don't you want that? It felt good last time. It felt right. And it makes sense.
Can't we just, I don't know, spar a little? Maybe there's a compromise where we can all get what we want. Nobody has to die and the world doesn't have to end. If all you want us to do is fight me, doesn't mean you won't end the world. So you're just fine locked away in here? You really don't want to be free? What happens after you, what happened after you died? Attack. Fine, if you want to fight, give me a fight. I'm not gonna fight you. Spar a little?
Sparring? That's just play fighting. It isn't real. What's real is when my flesh splits open. What's real is when you keep getting up until your legs can't hold you. What's real are the things we do to each other when the only options left are winning and dying. That is the only thing I'm interested in.
If all you want to do is fight me, does that mean you don't want to end the world?
The world? If there's a world, I haven't seen it. There's you, and there's me, and there's the ground beneath our feet. Why would I care about ending something I've never seen?
So you're just fine locked away here?
Here you go again, talking about my freedom.
The princess glances down at her chains.
If you're talking about these, they're nothing.
She steps forward, her body creaking under the pressure of her strength. And then they snap. It was only a matter of time, but she's loose.
Dear Lord. What do we do?
Arabani, can you check if Bear is okay? I think that did some things to them. A number of things to them.
You took the blade. How do you use it?
Exactly. We do exactly what I've been telling you to do since the second we got here. We fight her, we kill her, we win.
What? Did you think you were safe standing right outside my grasp? The only reason I haven't drawn blood is because I want to make sure that your heart is in it. I don't like fighting someone with a weak spirit.
Okay, Bear.
But go ahead. Keep trying my patience.
Okay. But let's go at it. If you want to fight, I'll give you a fight. Attack the princess.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess.
Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor.
She almost looks disappointed in us.
Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win.
She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
Bait an opening and outmaneuver her, or strike at her heart head on. Or run. I mean, we could always run. She wants us to strike her heart head on. This one is more likely to kill her. Running, I don't know what would happen. Arabana says bait an opening and outmaneuver her, which is what she doesn't want. I'm gonna assume Bear wants us to strike at her heart head on. Assuming Bear is still conscious. That chain scene might have might have taken Bear out. Oh, you're still there. You know, I'm gonna go for striking at her heart head on. Let's appease the bear.
If that's your plan, then that's your plan. You push off the ground, ignoring the pain in your ribs as you charge at the princess once more.
It's core memory now.
You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle.
No, we can do this. Just keep pushing.
We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
Keep pushing.
The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes, you finally get it, don't you?
I do.
Nothing exists outside of us. It's just you and me, dying and coming back, clashing against each other. Forever.
That's not what's going on. There's an entire world at stake here.
Yes, the fate of the world doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this fight. The only thing that matters is getting stronger. And the only way to get stronger is to win, even if it takes us forever to get there.
Your balance is suddenly
no.
thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee.
Oh god, bear, calm down, bear.
It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact.
We're fine.
But you barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours.
Oh, kisses.
Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor.
I said we're fine.
I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened. You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it. It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
You forgot this.
She tosses it at your feet.
Why don't you jump in the gun? We each died once, doesn't mean we're immortals. Were you being metaphorical when you said that nothing exists? I think I'm done fighting you. Pick up the blade and attack her again!
You and the princess attack each other once again, each of you dealing a single, terrible, lethal blow. Wait, does that mean we're dead? Or rather, about to be dead. As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and it's over. It's finally over.
No, it's not. We're just getting started.
Oh?
But it is over. Dead is dead. I know this isn't the happiest ending for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin. There are few better endings than that.
Well, are you going to listen to him? Or are you going to listen to me? Get up.
Get up.
Wait, no, that can't be right.
Fight.
Your eyes bulge open and you push yourself back to your feet. Alive.
Fight?
Ha! I told you this wasn't over.
What about her? The blade went right through her heart.
What about her? If we're fine, then she's fine.
No, she's dead. She has to be.
No! Oh!
Right. We're all shit out of luck, aren't we? I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect.
The princess rises from the ground, staggering slightly, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade still buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
You know what to do. Again.
But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that?
The point of fighting her is to appease Bear.
All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all.
Did I say pleasure? Appease. We're doing this to appease the bear.
Oh, we just missed her heart. Oh, of course, that's all.
The bear is
You were the one
you.
who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over. Well, I guess I had it wrong. You guess you had it wrong? Aren't you supposed to know everything? I never said I knew everything.
Close to untethering? What's that supposed to mean?
It means nothing. I shouldn't have said that. But you did say it, so it means something.
Oh, stop bickering over nothing. Our destiny is right in front of...
Okay, fine. That is what I meant by untethering. Do you hear him rambling on about destiny? He's lost the thread, and if you lose the thread, you won't be able to save the world. And what is that supposed to mean? I don't have to answer that, and I'm not going to answer that. Why the bloody hell not? Because right now, there's still a razor-thin chance that you're able to get your act together. There are patterns of thought out there that beg to be finished, but once you finish them, that's it. They change everything. There's no going back, and if I say anything else, you're going to finish one of those thoughts. What?
The princess can't die, the princess can't die, the princess... Oh, you mean like the princess can't die, don't you? Well, it's too late for that. I think we've already gone through that. I'm not going to say the princess can't die. I'm not even going to say it. The princess can't die. Lie, the princess can't die. Oh. The princess can die. I lie.
But you did think it, didn't you? I
Achievements.
tried, you know.
A bloody dance to
Tried
dance
very
forever.
hard to make this work. I don't like that resignation. Are you sure we can't just unthink it? Yes. Like I said, I'm afraid some thoughts can't be unthought. I'll be back in a moment. I'm going to pour myself a stiff drink.
What?
If I'm going to see the end of everything, I'd rather not be sober.
I don't think I've ever seen the voices or the narrator like do things like that.
So I was right. Why are all of you so glum? This is perfect, isn't it? We get to experience greatness and battle and triumph forever.
But I think it was the stubborn one who said, your destiny awaits, right? No, hold on. There has to be another way. What if we just leave her down here? What if we run away? What if we convince her not to end the world? You can't reason with her. Ending the world is her fundamental nature. It's not a decision she can flip on and off. It is her. And what exactly can't we leave her down here? Because all it would do is stall the inevitable. And what's wrong with stalling? Oh, there's plenty wrong with stalling. The end is still the end, and I'd rather face mine head on. Oh, you mopey ass. Why did you even ask us to slay her if it was going to end like this? Because it didn't have to end like this. If you don't mind, I'd rather not spend everyone's last moments arguing with you. It's time. Yes, I suppose it is. If we fight her forever, then maybe she can't end the world. Maybe everything can still work out.
I mean, if we're fighting her forever, then she'll be occupied for forever.
I guess we'll just have to see how things play out.
Don't you get it? You don't have to shuffle your feet. What comes next is going to last forever.
Join your adversary.
With an unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep your bearing. You both collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage.
And then we get up.
Get up.
Yes. And then you get up.
That was a good one. More.
Slay the princess.
You and the princess exchange dozens of devastating blows. Sometimes you manage to strike first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act.
It just
But more often than
Orb
not,
is censoring
each of
some
you fells the other in the
intestines.
same moment.
Oh, I think it's ending now. That's the sound of like the run ending.
And then you get up and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. We're all still here. This is all gonna be okay. Isn't it? Isn't it?
But he doesn't answer the voice. He'll never answer. He's gone.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is...
What is this place?
Did we do this?
Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right.
It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything.
Far from it. We're still here. And she's still here too.
I feel so
Oh, it's over.
tired.
Nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory
She's gone.
returns.
And there's that mirror.
Approach.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Screw the mirror. We just...
They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Isn't this the time where you are nothing at all? But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in the shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
The crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Birds. Right, so we only have a number of questions. We couldn't use all of them last time because, well, that's how it works. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that?
It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically.
What are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I am an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Others like you. You've said something like that before. Has every narrative really been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity
Right, because I
and
never have the
design.
memory of the previous run.
This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
No, not that one. If you made me, then what am I?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Do they know about this? How am I supposed to rid the world of death?
By slaying the princess. Once she's gone, everyone will get to exist exactly as they are. No more fear, no more howling chaos, just life. Forever.
What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Seems that every me you met did a real shit job of it, though.
I don't want to be a god, I want to be me.
You are you. And if you would let everything work the way it was supposed to, you never would have woken up to the reality of your true nature. There's no accounting for free will.
If you made us, then I want you to know this has been
The
torture.
inevitability of death is torture. I would gladly put two infinite beings through what you've been through to spare infinite lives from oblivion.
Do you know that things won't be worse if I destroy her?
Of course there will be worse. I saw a glimpse of a better world, and I did what I could to make it real. Anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
Why? Becoming whatever people believe her to be, can't I just will her into something small? No. Why did you make her a princess? Of all the things, why is she a princess? Why couldn't she be like an ant or a slice of soggy bread?
Are you asking me to spend my final moments psychoanalyzing you? She wound up a princess because you wanted her to be a princess. As to why, maybe she needed to be beautiful, important, above you, but on a level you could still approach. A herald of things to come. I don't know. Gods are supposed to be beyond comprehension. I really shouldn't try and anthropomorphize you like this.
I think you're out of time.
So I am. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
Slice soggy bread. As the final fragment of glass shatters, you can see yourself with newfound clarity. Narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god. That it's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. A bold heart, bring the adversary to her. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find. Something happened. This happened last time too as well, though.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Do you know about the Echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
bottom.
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
Boobies.
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Let's talk this through. Still have any questions? If I let you out, the entire world ends for good. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? There has to be another way. Can't you just condemn me either destroying or letting you out?
Water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water.
Slay the princess. I told you what was going to happen when we reached this point. Slay the princess.
I know, and I've been waiting for you to see it through.
Slay.
Violence has always been our language, hasn't it? If this is what it takes to save him, then so be it.
Yeah.
The sensation of bleeding and sweating and breaking and mending and dying and living comes back in vivid color.
Hey, it's the adversary.
You feel the shame of 100 deaths and the pride of 100 conquests. All of the peaks and valleys weaving themselves into a single tapestry, free of beginning and free of end. Do you remember when we killed each other with such fervent passion that death itself no longer sat on our shoulders?
Address this vessel statement directly. It was beautiful, it was meaningless, it was unnecessary. It was beautiful.
It was. Triumph does not exist without defeat. Birth does not exist without death. It is through conflict that we create beauty.
Ah! Oh, right.
There are few things more terrifying than one's own heart, and there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you. Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
Address. Thank you for sharing yourself with me. I don't need to share my heart with anyone. I wish I could share my heart with you. You showed me your heart to break me. It was a terrible thing to see. If that is what it takes to rid the world of suffering, I could bear the solitude.
Your certainty is an illusion of passion and reflex. You won't know what solitude truly is unless you sentence yourself to it forever. A web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves. The shade of a beautiful beginning we can never return to.
Right, this was when we were the forest.
You knew me, and I
No, this was
knew you.
after that.
Even more than either of us know each other now. And you chose to pull apart that weave.
Even more than either of us know each other.
And when the tapestry was undone, you struck at my heart. You saw me as a part of you to be excised. But in the desire for excision, you made yourself whole. Will you still be whole if you destroy me?
Oh, that was weird. Of course I will be, because I destroyed you then. Stop the fight early and surrender. No. Reject the perspective. I won't engage with violence. You act as though the world can't exist without you, but I mean, yeah, I already killed you once and I still lived, so...
You speak of me as if I am a ghost, but I am right in front of you. My massive marvel. There is no beginning, there is no end, and there is no end. There is only the flood of bodies. You hold every possible sensation, and then you hold them all again. Sensation at once, and then you hold them all again.
Not confusing at all. Oh, hi.
You reflected it back at me. For a brief moment, both of us were everything. We can be everything again. We can weave a beautiful and endless song.
I saw every version of us across every reality, and not every reality had you drawing breath. Even then, I went on. The world doesn't need you. Yeah, like... In infinite worlds, there's gonna be infinite versions without you, so meh.
Death is a fantasy. Only those who lack perspective see it as anything other than transformation. You cannot destroy me.
Is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with? A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that feel it.
I mean, technically, we're a completely new person every 7 years. I think it was. Even when you reduced me to nothing, you could not rid yourself of me, but I was able to rid myself. I don't know why these options are red, but I'm gonna take them.
You have never truly seen me gone. You cannot fathom a world without me.
The princess withdraws, trembling.
You are unmovable. Is it by the design of our conflict that I cannot win? Or are you just that fervent in how you cling to delusion? Are you so desperate to destroy me that you've grown blind to the heavenly beauty of our reality?
What does that mean?
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. You cannot remove something without removing the relations which define it. To destroy what you perceive as evil is to damn everything you perceive as good.
Fair.
Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Except I'm seeing you right here in front of me as a object. So I could just stab you, I guess? It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave? I'm ready to go, but how do we leave? I can't let that happen. I can't let everything die. Slay the princess. I have to fight for a better world. I'm so sorry, Slay the princess. You are cruelty itself, and I cannot let you exist. Slay the princess. Slay.
Then destroy me if you're able. But I will not coddle you in my final moments. I will not yield to your delusion without a vicious struggle.
That.
You don't have to face her alone.
Oh, hey again. I can do this alone.
You've been doing all right on your own, but you're not going to strike a decisive blow from out here. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she?
I can do this out here on my own.
Can't, and lucky for you, I'm not going to let you try.
Wait, so last time we got like the nice princess. Is it gonna be like the main one? Because that's who we started with.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
No, I told you to go away. Take the blade.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Enter basement.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
We both know why you're here. You don't have to draw it out for my sake.
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. That sight brings me back. You're going to do it then, aren't you? You're really going. You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
Slay the princess. No, she's gonna do trickery. She'll do trickery. I'll slay her now. Or just a little bit then. Are you the same as you were out there?
No. I feel like I'm myself again.
I don't think I ever really wanted to slay you, but I don't like what your existence means for the world.
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out? What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So make me put it all back. Make me fix the Echo's construct and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened. Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
I mean, why... Can I just turn you into soggy bread then? If we're talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't done this before?
I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know. But odds are we've probably done it before.
I don't want this. I don't want to kill you. I'm sorry, but I can't do that. Slay the princess.
You and me both.
Sorry.
Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out.
Oh.
Despite our differences, I've always loved you, and I wish you nothing but the best.
Aw. You blink and the princess is gone. All you have left of her is a small, melancholic weight that sits at the borders of your heart. Whatever action brought you and the princess into being was rough and jagged and left each of you with a piece of the other. By destroying her once and for all, you also destroyed a part of yourself, but the world hasn't ended. Things continue on.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
Leave the cabin. Then you leave the cabin itself.
It's quiet here.
The path and the woods outside are an empty canvas, but there is even more to see beyond this place. The fruits of your labor, a world free from death. Set yourself free. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonizing tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Open your heart and bear witness to your new kingdom. All at once, the unyielding tension gives way. Oh! Is that a sun? And then the shattering. You are free, and before you lies an endless expanse of absolute reality. A new absolute reality, one forged by your will and by a long and arduous cycle of bloodshed that has stained your hands countless times over. But there will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
It's finally over, isn't it? But all of us are still here.
I knew we'd finally see it through. All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination.
We really did win, didn't we? We're the house now. We get to make the rules. This is nice. No more hunting. No more running. Just us. And whatever's out there.
Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up
Accidental
siding
quick
with
save.
him?
The whispering, and the coercion, and the bickering. Everything horrible about being alive has stopped. I could get used to this.
That wasn't very hard at all. Speak for yourself.
Well, boys, how does it feel? We're not just on top of the pecking order, we are the pecking order now. I hope this was all worth it, because I'm personally inconsolable.
Oh, shut up, Bear. I mean, it's bitten.
Lucky for us, you have forever to get over it.
Time mends a lot of things. You'll get better.
Here, here, to our vanquished foe.
It's good to be back. Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves. Forever. No problem. We can do that, yeah?
Yeah, we can do that.
A new and unending dawn. Slay the princess. I slay the princess. Names. Laundry bear. The track order for a special playlist just for you. Memories. There's still a lot of princesses we haven't seen. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've had like half of them. Need more space. A narrow cave is no place to fight, and it's no place to stay forever. Is that an adversary follow-up? Slayer without a moment's hesitation. She isn't armed, is she? One might resist the divine, but she is very hard to kill. But it is very hard to kill a god. There is no shame in failing. Sometimes when you cut something out of you, a piece of you leaves with it. Kill your worst dreams or be killed by the ghost of your past. There are other ways to die. to nature than to let it swallow you whole. Sometimes the only way to break the vicious cycle is to put your heart on the line. When you've seen the worst sights the prison of the world can offer, you can always choose to walk away empty-handed. There are many reasons spirits may linger. The flames of passion, the flood of words left unspoken. You don't need the world for your happy ending. Okay, so I mean, I guess we'll have to start another run now, but more specifically, I know that apparently the pristine ending, the pristine cut, added like a special proper ending of some kind, and apparently you have to like go through 5 specific incarnations of the princess, like the vessels, for that to happen. So I think it might be easier if we try and follow a guide for that. So let me try and look it up, because I'm not gonna like try and do it blind. Slay the princess, pristine cut ending. I'm not gonna like spoil anything. I'm just gonna like see how to get there rather. No, not that. Not that. There will be massive spoil. We've been playing the game at least once before looking at how to achieve the endings. Blah blah. Okay. Let's do this then. So I'm now looking at like a guide, and it will give me like step-by-step options, more or less, to get to that point. And it apparently it will involve multiple versions we haven't seen. I will, however, sort of skip ahead a little bit here. Silently continue to the cabin. Blah blah. Proceed. Enter basement. Continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon.
I'll see what I can do. Examine the chains. This is like the good princess.
You're only making this more difficult.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Return to the bottom.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for who? Easier for every...
Oh, okay, so... Yeah, now she tried to chew her arm off, and then the blade falls, and we saved the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack her limb. She did know. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours. Blood from her wound. How is she still smiling after...
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
First the door.
We won't have any of... As the princess approaches
resist
the bottom
and warn
stair.
her.
Wait, watch me.
Or warn and resist her.
What are you...
Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it?
We're gonna get the lovey-dovey
You know
one.
you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
No, missed it. There, resist.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it... For her... Whatever.
Oh, my spleen.
I'm sorry.
Oh, my other spleen.
She doesn't know how to use it.
Oh, my
does she?
appendix.
Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor.
Yes.
End like... Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer, everything goes
Yes, we've
dark,
seen this, so...
and you die.
The damsel.
You're on a path. You're here to slay...
It's gonna... proceed to the cabin. We're gonna have the smitten with us now.
She will...
If only you knew what you did to us, you villain.
Excuse me?
Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
Last time?
I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own. I do. Sure.
Don't pay their bicker. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in... The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you...
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in...
Oops.
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her
I
a
think he
favor.
always says that.
A soft voice.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this...
I'm still not sure what
falling.
web fishing is.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
Yeah,
binding
something
her
about
to the
fishing,
far
like,
wall.
I don't get it.
My love,
I don't
we're here
like
to
get
rescue
fishing
you
games.
from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to...
Oh, your spirits.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a... Flattery really goes a long way with the... Waiting for you.
That's right. Well,
Yes.
You've
Gonna
died
tab.
before. So
Tab, no tab.
Nothing
Tab,
resets.
okay.
You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially...
Rescue the princess.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains.
Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease.
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature,
Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do?
I think I'd rather believe in facts.
Ah, so you're one of those empiricists.
One of us has to be.
Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved,
from her bindings.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
You wouldn't.
I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked.
So dainty.
I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
Right, so I think this isn't part of the guide, but this is something I read about. What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world?
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
You're so gullible.
Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep...
Oh, I keep right-clicking by mistake.
And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I want you to tell me what you want.
I just want to make you happy.
Notice something?
She can't just want to make us happy.
It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
There must be something you want.
I just want to make you happy.
Oh, that does end the world, but...
What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
You have to want something more than just making me happy.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right.
I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
Clearly something is happening here and I'm very scared. What if we just don't do anything? What if we just stay here, nobody gets hurt, and we just figure out a way to be happy together? But what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone?
And they live happily ever after. It's all she wanted.
Like we're the only ones here. No. She's gone.
So I'm gonna load. How do I quick load? let's see. Okay, back to the guy. So I did mess up that by clicking once more before saving, but hopefully it still works. If you want to leave, then let's leave.
That sounds perfect.
Yeah, like then she resets. Like, let me hang on. Let me try that again. Oh, not save. But what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
Is she? What's going on?
I just
Something
wanna
you
make
want.
happy.
This isn't right. I failed.
If you want to leave, let's leave.
That sounds
Yay!
perfect.
Like he just instantly resets.
Oh, phew. She's back to normal. Normal? What are you talking about? Our angel has always been like this. Absolutely flawless. The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Oh no!
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Quick save and please confess our love.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
We can open it if we try for together.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together.
Yay!
Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade, that's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
You're not doing that. I will put a save here because that is a route we want to do at some point. Maybe. But right now, you're not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
Aw.
You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
All we need is to be happy is each other. What if we just stayed here and built a life together?
What a romantic suggestion. You're right. We don't need the world. All we need is each other. That's exactly what I just suggested. Was it not romantic when I suggested it? Did you suggest that? I wasn't listening. You answered me.
But the door's right there. We can just leave.
Wait. Why would she say that? Was she not wooed by our proclamation of love? We not enough for her? She's not wooed by you because staying here and building a life together isn't a solution. It isn't anything. It's a non-answer. It can't be done.
trust me, it'll be better for both of us if we stay. We can be happy here. We just have to want it.
But we would have to be here forever. I don't know you. This is really what you want, though, isn't it?
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
I guess we could do that.
She doesn't seem happy about this. But she can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she? I don't know. She has a point. She doesn't know us. No. It has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess, if we just say the right things, if we just showed her the contents of our heart, she'd be happy here. As the voice thinks its thought, your hands raise, fingers pointing towards your chest, and then... What? No, you absolutely do not do that. Oh, but I do.
Is what I think is happening?
What? What is he doing? We can't see unless you tell us. Are you sure you want to know? I suppose I can't stall forever. You plunge your nails into your chest, digging deep, grasping for a handhold. And you find it, your fingers curling around your ribs.
Oh no, what are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider. And yet, it's done, isn't it? It will be soon. You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself apart inch by painful inch. Your exposed heart, framed by jagged ribs, thumps rhythmically in your raw, bloodied chest. The loosened threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room. Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't know she wants.
I mean, I don't know what the regular reaction to seeing someone doing this is, but I don't think it's falling in love.
Oh, I see.
What?
You're trying to tell me something.
Why is it working?
It's beautiful.
No, it's not.
The princess, mesmerized, reaches towards your beating heart.
This is not what I expected.
Everything goes dark and we die? Yes.
Happily ever after epilogue.
You're on a path in the woods. Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin. Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet. We've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the loop-in last time. Now, he's clearly disorientated. I'm sure all this new info is going to come as quite a shock to him. Best if we're gentle. And right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome! Thank you. I'm just happy to be here. Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from. Meaning you doomed an entire other reality. But I'm sure since you're so well-travelled, you know that, yes? Well, we know that now, thanks to you. We're all so lucky to be stuck with, working with someone so well-informed. You can count on us to do things right from here on out. I'm going to describe the room now. The interior of the cabin is vast and regal. High arched windows line the walls, their multicoloured glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the stone floor. An iron chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room. This is a house fit for royalty. Before you, there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
What do we need a blade for? I'm gonna save here just in case, but where's the smitten? He was here last time.
Yeah, he was a bit of a loud one, wasn't he? Is he okay? We're better off without him, if you ask me. One less opinion we have to contend with. Plus, he's the one who got us into this whole mess. Is that so? Maybe there is hope for you after all, free from the bad influence of your missing friend.
Ooh, weird music. We didn't use it last time, and the last time before that, he used it to kill us.
Now that is some fine reasoning. Who cares about the blade? I think you're right. We're better off without it. It's not like it's ever been important. Of course the blade's important. It's your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do this right. The fact that you're here, right now, again, means that you have not yet done this right. But it's not there, is it? We don't even get the choice. So, what are we supposed to do? I don't actually know. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. It has to. It's part of the whole structure of this place, I think. At the very least, it's important.
Approach the mirror.
You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. The handle is right there. Do feel free to give it a push as soon as you'd like.
It's a giant mirror.
There is no door, there's a mirror.
Oop, back click again.
No, there isn't. Now this is tricky. My eyes say there's a mirror, but my brain says there isn't one. Look, if you need help, just raise your hand, and I'll guide it where it needs to go.
Reach forward.
You reach forward, your hand instinctively wrapping around the handle. It's gone. I'm just glad we can all agree on a shared reality. And then you push the door open. Marvellous. We can proceed. It would seem that the stairs to the basement don't lead to a basement at all. Rather, they go up. They're draped in fine carpet too, one that feels pleasantly soft against your feet.
Up? Up? What do you mean up? Maybe if I tilt my monitor, like turn to the side, it, like goes down and then act. What are you up?
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably... no, that doesn't work here at all. This place is nice. It's fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm.
He for once, he couldn't justify having to kill her.
Don't worry about it, boss. You're doing great. I'm not, but I appreciate the encouragement. Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess. No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice house doesn't mean she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her very nature. Her voice, gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
You're home. Dinner's ready.
Din Din!
As much as I desperately want to know what happened last time, we are not going to examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets. Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to. I'd like to have dinner. Dinner sounds nice. Gotta say, I'm with him on this one, boss. When have nice things ever been a problem? That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay? This hall, like the one below, is grand and beautiful. Torches bathe the room in warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the tapestries along every wall.
What is
woven
this?
With scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance. The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the center of the room. The princess, seated at its far end. Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight. hanging from a golden chain around the princess's neck.
Oh, she's wearing it.
So that's where it is. And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved. That's easy. Yeah, that is easy, isn't it? So, where's the rush?
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
As the words leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you. You're forcibly seated at the head of the table.
Huh.
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
Excuse me, silence. You mentioned dinner.
Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgotten about it.
Dinner.
The flames burn bright and a shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
Num-nums.
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
Am I ever? Look at this spread. It's a feast fit for a king. Yeah, and after everything we've been through, we could use a break. More than that, we deserve a break.
Eat.
You begin to feast, and the princess follows suit, her soft smile never fading. The food is more exquisite than you ever could have imagined. You sample countless otherworldly dishes, sauces and bread and hearty stews whose tastes dance across your tongue. You tear at hunks of meat practically melting from the bone, juicy and tender and bursting with flavors you could scarcely begin to describe. Your cup fills itself again and again with a flowery nectar so sweet it tastes like glimmering jewels. This really is perfect, isn't it? It is the best meal you've ever had. But then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
Oh.
Wasn't that perfect? We should do it again.
Yes, more food.
The shadow washes across the table, clearing and replating. The feast is once again laid before you. The food is again. You tear into golden, crispy flesh, dab at the slurry of aromatic sauces on your plate with thick-crusted bread, sip your goblet of sparkling gems. But you have done this already. A good meal is still a good meal, and we didn't even have to clear the dishes. I'm happy. And then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
You're still hungry too, right? I know this wasn't as good as it was last time, but we just have to do it again. That's all.
Water.
It'll be perfect if we just do it again.
So the shadow sweeps over the table, clearing the old and laying out the new. And so you do it again. The meat is fine. The bread is fine. You sample the side dishes and they're fine too. You finish your goblet, the liquid within no longer glimmering on your palate, instead leaving your mouth coated in a tacky film. You put it down and it fills again. You do not drink more.
Aww.
Well, food is food, isn't it? Can't always be amazing. What matters is that we don't have to make it. Getting other people to do the hard work always improves the taste. Does it? Because it seems like the taste is getting worse, and we haven't had to so much as lift a finger. Regardless of quality, it's over again, and you're just as hungry as when you began. Again.
No, something was wrong that time. But maybe I was just tasting it wrong. It looks just as good as it did the first time. It shouldn't taste like this.
Again,
yes, more food.
And again you eat. The meat is greasy. The bread is tough, its crust hurting your jaw as you chew. The grey vegetables are barely worth the effort of picking through. You don't even touch the goblet, its sickly sweet aroma utterly unappealing.
Aww.
I'm so tired of eating.
Well, it's still free food we didn't have to make, right? Oh, am I kidding? We were eating like kings and now we're eating like pigs.
At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time, right?
I'm so tired of this.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
Oh.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
Not a fan of whatever just happened. I don't want to sit in the dark. Losers sit in the dark. I want to sit in a brightly lit, spacious room where we can see our beautiful, queenly wife.
As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other 3 torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
Do the torches have something to do with her shadow thing? A little save. Well, we ate. What are we supposed to do now?
I don't know. Maybe we could play a game.
Video games?
Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
Flames roar and the shadow comes dancing across the table. It leaves behind an intricate game, its pieces elegant and beautiful and enticing, its simple rules already apparent, even with little explanation.
We can probably work together to figure this out as we go. That sounds like a lot of fun, right?
Great, we don't even have a rule book. That means we can make up as many rules as we want. And we will. Don't worry, I am excellent at cheating. She'll never suspect a thing.
I don't think it really matters. This all kind of feels like we're just filling time, you know?
What, you don't want to win? To show our prowess in all avenues and accumulate respect? Wow, you would be hopeless without me. Count your lucky stars I'm here.
You and the princess do indeed figure it out as you go. And what a game it is. The tension between turns, the triumphant highs of moves well placed, and the tragic lows of miscalculations and careless plays. The warmth of trust and the cool texture of deception. And then, the climax, as she places her final piece.
Oh, I think we got the rules wrong.
And so you start over.
She only made us start over because we were winning.
Time passes. You play the game. You win.
Yay.
Boom. And there you have it. What did I tell you? Am I great at games or am I great at games?
Win a game with the help of a manipulated voice.
Oh, you won. I guess we can play again.
Yay, games.
Time passes. You play the game. She wins.
Aw.
Oh, I won. I guess we can play again.
There is a long pause, and the board does not reset.
This isn't fun anymore, is it?
You don't need me to tell you that it isn't. Oh. The
Oop.
princess visibly panics as another torch sputters.
Wait. Maybe this is just too easy. Maybe if we added more rules and pieces, it would be fun again.
Yeah. The game's just a little simple. We can make it fun again.
I'm not sure what's happening, but...
The shadow descends on the board once again. More pieces are added, their shapes more intricate, their purposes less immediately clear, and the two of you set about discovering the complexities of the game anew. And so you do. And it is fun again. In fact, it's almost as fun as the first time you played, and the sputtering
expansion
torch roars back to life. But then you get used to the additions, and the feeling starts to fade. A creeping numbness settling in over the board. More pieces are added. The feelings flare. The feelings fade. The princess suggests new rules. A glimmer of what could have been excitement flits through your mind, quickly vanishing as the game progresses. Your pieces advance in an ever-increasing slog to their destination. Winning and losing become nothing but ends, and even the end becomes nothing as you roll over into a new game, the board resetting as many times as you can finish, until finally...
I'm out of ideas. I'm actually out of ideas this time. I don't think I can play anymore.
As the words leave the princess's mouth, another torch goes out.
Yep, back click again. The remaining flame burns brighter and the shadow dances faster.
I'm happy. I promise. We're both so happy here. You don't have to be upset.
Huh?
This is... awful.
Isn't it great that we're all having such a lovely time together? We just have to stay positive and realize how happy we are. Then all of those lights will stay on and keep showing us all the cool stuff we have.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm not save here to... let's see, what do you think will happen is... So the option I'm told to take is this one, but I'm saving so I can ask a little. What is this place?
It's our happy ending, just like you asked for. It's everything we're supposed to have ever wanted.
Are you actually happy?
The princess starts to hyperventilate, her quick breaths punctuating the uncomfortable silence between you.
Yes! Why wouldn't I be? Let's not talk about it.
She's being defensive. And we all know being defensive is a sign of weakness.
Excuse me? Get up.
But as you attempt to get up, the torches flare and shadowed hands pin your wrists to the arms of your too comfortable seat. There will be no getting up. There will be no attempts to slay her. At least not for now.
I can't get up. Something's holding me down.
The princess smiles nervously.
Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. That's just how it works here. We don't have to go anywhere anymore. We have everything we need.
Oh, I guess the shadows just like take it out of us and scoop it away.
He just wants us to be happy.
You said he. Who is he?
He's the voice that whispers sweet nothings in my ear. I think he made this place for us.
Is she talking about a real voice? Like us, but we're at the head of the table. We should be in charge. Is he more powerful than we are? Is he the thing holding us down?
Shadow, don't you have anything to say?
The torches flare and the shadow grows for a moment, but you don't receive a response.
What is that?
Giving us the cold shoulder, I say. Asserting his dominance in the power structure. Regardless, it would seem that he, if there is a he, isn't something you can talk to.
He says his words are just for me. But he wants me to ask, isn't this enough? Isn't this what you wanted him to do? He says he's tired. I don't think he'll answer anything else you have to say.
This isn't fair. If I could just talk to him for 2 seconds, I'm sure we could sort this out and figure out a balanced power structure that works better for everyone. But no, he's decided he's above talking to little guys like us, huh?
Okay, let's move on. Okay, we've eaten. We played games. Now what?
I don't know. But we can't do those other things anymore, can we? Maybe we can just spend time together?
Princess smiles as the two of you wait.
Come on, there has to be a way out of this. This can't be the rest of our lives. This can't be forever.
It's the happily ever after. Forever.
And wait.
What's the big deal? It's nice here. We've got a lot of space, all our needs are met. We have the respect of everyone in the room.
And wait.
This is what we wanted. This is what we asked for. It's good to be on top of the world. And wait.
I can't do this anymore.
Oh. No. Oh no. The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
What do you think will happen?
I'm too scared to say. What if my answer is what blows it out?
If you could do anything in the world, what would it be? What would you choose?
I think I'd like to dance under the stars.
Oh, an actual answer. You didn't turn anime.
That sounds lovely.
You know, like last time.
But there aren't any stars here. I'd have to leave.
As she says that, the shadow rushes forward and tightens its grip on her wrists.
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
Oh.
The princess sobs, burying her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
So another save. So the guide says here, it's like the princess. So I did save, so we can't talk to her though beforehand.
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
So you are. It's dark in here, isn't it?
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
Oop.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Do you still care about me?
No. I don't know if I ever have, but maybe I can now. I'm not sure I've ever had the chance to figure out how I feel about you. I just wanted to leave since the moment I found myself in the woods. Of course I do. I don't think I'll ever stop. No. Say the princess. Say nothing.
It's a loaded question, isn't it? I'm not even sure I know what it means to care about someone. I think figuring that out is going to take time. And I don't think this is the sort of place where we figure anything out. It wants to keep... Let's just get out of here.
Okay, I'm gonna reload. Is it quick? Yes. So, say the princess.
Are you sure you want to do that? You're sending us some real mixed signals, boss. I suppose I am. I'm just worried that I might have made a terrible mistake.
Interesting how the narrator is like...
Terrible mistake? Isn't she supposed to end the entire world? Yes, and that hasn't changed. I'm just not sure the world I want is worth it. But how can a saved world ever be worse than one that's gone? See, that's exactly what I thought. Think what you will. I'm only here to guide you. You're the one who makes the decisions. Well, well, looks like there's nobody around who can tell us what to do anymore. First the shadows got blown out, now even the big shot narrator man is having doubts. We don't need to waste our time slaying her. We've clearly won.
I know what I decided to do. Slay the princess.
The princess doesn't try to flee as you cross the room, murderous intent settling into your eyes. All she does is stand to face you. She offers no resistance as your fingers wrap around the blade dangling from her neck. As the weapon sinks deep into her heart, all she manages are 3 muttered words.
It's finally over.
I didn't think it would be so awful to help you see this through, but...
Dang it. But all of this was for a reason. The world is better off without her.
I really hope that's true. They always say it's lonely at the top. I didn't think they actually meant it.
I feel cold. But I guess I felt that way for a long, long time.
So you pierced her heart, you do not see her die, blah blah blah,
She's
something
gone.
taken.
Where did she go?
It's finally over. Kill
Should
your
we
happy
try and
ending.
find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Approach.
I'm begging you, don't.
Ignore.
This doesn't... If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
It's me. Wait, was that... Have we ever seen ourselves just a normal? I'm not sure. And now for this old nonsense.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, this one is a songbird in a cage of gilded shadows. She will make for an honest heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally learned to sing for herself.
Okay, do you know worlds of destroy your body? You're right, you're immortal here, I think. Can I tap this? No.
You speak.
I'm a person.
A person.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we...
Skip. Yeah, just make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to... You won't.
Oop, an honest thought, share your happy ending with her. So, next chapter for another new version we haven't seen before. Silently continue to cabin. See into the cabin.
The interior of the blade is your implement.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the...
So this one is very straightforward.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing her voice.
Who's there?
She says, don't let it fool you.
Continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs. She's so... Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill
What?
me or
No way.
something?
Why would you even think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she does. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what...
Tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hand.
You poor thing.
You step forward.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that's so, you should just drop it.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate...
Are you sure she's not armed?
I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If...
Hesitating.
Take the princess.
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck.
A blade?
Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
Die. Finish the job.
With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
Nah.
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
She knows.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
So this will be very different if I'm... Yeah, this...
You're on a path in the woods.
I think this will be a bit
And
different.
at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
We've never seen her armed before. Suddenly she had a blade. And you know how her perception shapes her?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will... We know what to look out for this. Just stay...
Proceed to the cabin.
The
Oh,
interior
God,
of
yes.
the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your...
Approach the mirror?
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a... You reach forward and rub, but there was a... Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall.
Jam.
The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Scraping? She's not even trying to hide her knife. It's like she wants to get in our head.
Is she just like carrying like a massive sword blade?
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head.
I accidentally hit right click again. I'm gonna release it now.
Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
Yeah, that's not a human voice.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for?
rescue me, right?
Now you're mad at me. Blah blah. Approach. Screw it, say the princess.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room. Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second. But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat.
Where?
Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers at first, then yours.
Hee
How? What did she even hit us with? You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with.
From behind?
And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
You're going to die now.
Oh, okay.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The arms race.
You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin. You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do? I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
Something feels different.
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
Good. It's better that way.
Oh, we have multiple
Without a
voices
fight,
again.
No one can win, and if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right, that's too much responsibility.
Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now.
That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist.
Dang it. Why do I keep just clicking right click? I'm not used to this mouse yet.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Owie.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again. Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually,
Yeah, very
survival
pointy.
matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Nothing bad has come of it.
Yeah, plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
We're going to fight her again, and we're going to have a stiff upper lip. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. We're going to appeal to her authority, puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. We're going to unconditionally surrender. She has swords for arms, and we don't. We're panicking. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. I'm going to try flirting with her.
Now, I've tolerated quite a bit from you, but this is a bridge too far. Please don't try romancing the princess. She wants to kill you. She's going to end the world if you don't stop her. Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster?
I'd rather not. I'm into it.
Can't say I mind either. If it weren't for all the cheating, I'd say she's pretty cute.
Can we flirt by fighting her,
though? Give her the look. How about you buy me dinner before impaling me to death? I feel like I really get you. I like you romantically. Even maybe we can hash this out over a date. I know you want to kill me, but has anyone ever told you how gorgeous you are? Give her the look.
The look.
The look.
The look. We've all used it.
Yeah, do you not know about the look?
The look, eh? So we're getting serious about this. You flash the princess the look.
The look.
And a rosy blush rushes to the princess's cheeks as she breaks into a wide grin. Unbelievable.
It's working.
Oh, is that how it is? Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like you too. Neat.
Aww.
Oh, be damned. This is actually going to work, isn't it?
Still going to kill you. But now we can both enjoy a mutual romantic subtext to the murder.
Aw.
Or not.
Oh, I like her. I like her a lot.
Blush still burning in her cheeks.
Floppy arms.
The princess closes the distance between you, blades flashing.
I don't like the floppy arms.
She skewers you. Ow.
Ow.
What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit? What matters is that she likes us. She's even said as much. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I don't like that we died without us knowing it. This really, really blurs some lines that I prefer not to be blurred. Are we still dead? Are we alive again? How are we even supposed to know the difference?
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her. We don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need is to keep fighting.
I imagine her teeth are just knives.
Yeah, I'll pass on that. As long as we keep moving. We'll win her heart eventually.
Okay, calm down, you.
Come on, show me something new.
She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. Like, it doesn't work and she kills you again and again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding on only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
Did that happen out of sequence? I'm not sure.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
Nope.
What's the point? It's all the same.
She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
Do you see that? We almost had her. That was luck. But we only have to get lucky once.
How do you know that?
Just panic. Flee.
Teeth.
She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
See? We're getting better.
Yay.
Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you.
Stab.
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need. None of this is working. Think. She skewers you. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Huh. Mutually assured destruction.
Don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand. Oh, what if we throw it out the window? Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
Sure, I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs.
There's no stairs.
It's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it? I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it, though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches.
Oh dear.
Tears.
Oh dear.
And then it...
Accidental save just to like keep that moment.
Becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Are you gonna do that again?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous.
No.
Absolutely divine. Yes, behold the perfect woman. Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it? This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing. We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it. All right,
Empty your mind.
It's so quiet.
Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already something I can't read.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again, and you and her entering a rhythm, free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endless building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. Well, that was a weird one. One of the weirder ones. Oh, I'm bad again. In the long quiet, once again, proceed to the cabin. Hello?
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
You have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is a single-minded edge. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for a piercing heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Okay, I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me we will meet again.
Weird. Bring the razor full to her. Oh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here.
Right, we can skip some of this. So we're gonna have to like do the first bits again we've done before. Continue, proceed. Take the blade.
You take the
Enter.
door to the pub.
Continue.
You're still listening to reason.
I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just don't you?
Drop it.
The blade tumbles. Will be. Don't know what you're.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
We've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided?
You know.
Bear. Hi, Bear. You missed the ending of the razor bit, and it got real weird. Oh, you heard it. You know what? I can actually, what if I just save over that, and then I can load when things got weird. Yeah, this is when she had something to show us. And then it erupts.
She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces
And
of
there
her
she is.
splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades.
Yeah, that yeah.
Furiously
It's
in
quite
its
something.
cage chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit!
Yep.
She's gorgeous.
Yes, behold the perfect.
The perfect woman.
Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked. How hard? This is. She doesn't. This is weird.
All right,
Okay, and then we load this again. Drop it. I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains. They're large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful.
If there isn't a key, do you have any ideas?
Well,
If we were stuck down here for long enough, you attempt to make your way out.
Return to the
You
bottom.
make it easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. The knife.
You won't.
Save the prince. Save the princess, not slay. Save the princess.
Against your better judge, you cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make.
Nope.
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze. How is she so composed after losing?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach
No,
the locked
you won't
door.
have it. As the princess wait, watch.
Warn and resist.
Stop that. Your boss.
Oh, where is it? There. Resist.
The blade.
You're doing your best. I'll make.
She steps forward and
Maybe I'll see you in another.
then she slits your throat. Her face. This is the end. I'm afraid it is.
So last time we did this, we basically
You're
just
on a
got
path
locked in
in
with
the
her and
woods.
just
You're
sat
here
there and
to
waited. Okay, chapter 2. Okay. See at the cabin.
Oh, she will. Yeah. No, I just ignore this.
Is my internet spottier? Why? Is there something weird with my internet? Well, why? Stream keeps buffering? Arabani, could you give me any info on that? Let's see. Do I have any info here? So when looking at my output, it just says drop frames 0%. Like it should not be here at all. Stream dies here and there. Really? Frames missed due to rendering lag. I mean, it could just be Twitch that's being weird. I don't know. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, remember how I mentioned there were like a bunch of Warhammer reveals earlier, and they were doing like both Twitch and YouTube stream for that. Apparently, the Twitch one just went down completely. I think it might just be Twitch that's being weird right now. We can assume it's Twitch just being weird.
The interior of the only furniture.
So I want to take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Enter the basement.
The door to the base. Her voice.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat.
Sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance and...
That's reasonable.
Sit where you were told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you.
What would you have me do?
Let me borrow that knife. Don't worry, you'll get it back.
That's ominous. But she seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing. Oh please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise to give away your only weapon. Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us. So, what should we do? I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons. Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none. The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Possible. Yeah, okay.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place. Do you think this will work? Interesting that you're only having us remain in place. It's almost like there are very real limits to your power. I don't know what you're talking about. The world ends if we fail, right? Her killing us might not be our only failure state, if you catch my meaning. I don't know where you're going with this. Could you explain?
Yes, explain it.
Sure. I'm insinuating that we could kill ourselves. Ruin this whole thing.
You wouldn't.
I'm not afraid of dying. Are you?
A bit.
A little.
Yeah.
You got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly as she raises the blade to her throat. What is she doing?
Yep. No, Nope, I don't get it.
She doesn't say
Oh,
anything
God.
as she cuts into her own neck.
No.
Watch in uneasy silence.
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she saws through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
Huh. So that's her play.
Killing herself?
She isn't dead yet.
Finally, you hear a snap.
Bloop.
Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink.
Oh, hello, Jamaican author. I subscribed. Your channel turned on post, not notification on. I don't know what that means. This is on the YouTube side of chat, so for the Twitch side to understand, that is. Not that I understand myself. I don't understand what you're saying. Your channel turned on post, not your channel turned on post, not notification on. I'm sorry, but could you describe that? I'm just gonna keep clicking the dialogue here. It's very messed up dialogue.
Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens.
Uh-huh.
The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor.
Yeah, there it is.
Completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
Yay, I think.
So I guess that's it. What a way to go. But she is gone.
Hello, Panda Stripes.
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Reward?
Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your angle?
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us. I'm sure you can understand that.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of a reason. She's left us with this dangling thread, and I need to know why.
I right-clicked again. There it is.
You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy your reward.
Reward? So I don't think there's ever been a sequence where she's dead and we're fine, and it's like not ending. Leave the basement and claim your reward.
Fine. But if we're leaving, then we're taking the blade. I feel exposed without it. With your work done, you remove the blade from the princess's corpse and make your way back upstairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. You can think of it as sealing yourself off from an unpleasant chapter of your life. It's all uphill from here.
All uphill.
The windows. Do you see that? We used to be able to see the outside world from up here, but now it's just empty. The door. Check the door.
Open the door and accept your reward. Is there a
Open the
cage?
cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
There's nothing here.
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. You don't have to act surprised. We could see this vast emptiness through the windows. But if everything's gone, does that mean we're not gonna get our reward?
No, what my reward?
This is your reward. An eternity of bliss, if you'll have it. And I suggest that you have it.
Huh.
Okay. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Like hell it is.
That's... Well, let me out of
What's
here.
done is done. And there's no going back now. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Decades? No, it can't be decades. We can't go along with this. We can't let him win.
What do you suggest then? Actually, I'm gonna save. Quick save, because I wanna... I'm going to accept my reward
That's great.
now. Yay! Reward!
Congratulations. You've earned it.
I'm expecting an achievement for that.
More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time.
Oh, right-clicked again. Not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
He's just saying things. The voice's protestations fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Yeah, good ending! You did it! You saved everyone! Oh my gosh!
You stop that. Stop all this nonsense.
Oh?
You really don't want to be happy,
Aww.
do you?
Have a voice ruin your happy ending. Aww. That was amazing.
We still have a blade.
The guide, however, I did save for that, but the guide says to do, what do you suggest then?
We still have a blade. Let's use it on ourselves and start over. He's suggesting you kill yourself. You shouldn't kill yourself when you have an eternity of bliss right in front of you.
Slay yourself.
You goddamn spiteful bastard. Are you really going to turn down immortality itself just to make me lose? Why should it matter if we die at this point? Haven't you already gotten what you want? I don't have to answer that. That's all we needed to hear. You raise the blade, then drive it into your heart.
Stabby, stabby.
You collapse to the floor, everything goes dark, and you die. You're a genocidal maniac, you know that, right?
I mean, technically not. Suicidal, not genocidal.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
The cage.
You're on a path in the wood. Chains everywhere.
Oh.
This is different. This is new.
Okay, so... Let's see, quick save. Yeah, it's data. So, we are at the 3-hour mark now. And... This would probably take a couple of hours more just to do this and then like do the big ending. Memories. Do we have the prisoner? Oh, the cage. Oh, we shouldn't have seen that. Happily ever after. Saw one we shouldn't have seen there though. But yeah. I'll have to continue this another time. Ooh, and I'm gonna raid. Let's see, let's see, Kofu. I'm gonna raid Kofu. And then I'll see if I'll have a snack, and then I'll see if I go to the gym. But for now, so I have like moved in with my parents at my parents, and I am house sitting for them now for a couple of months. So let's see if I can like just get used to like routines again. But for now, this very moment, thank you and good night, and we'll see you next time, whenever next time is. I'll try and do Fridays at the very least. I want to do more. I just need to have to bother. Anyway, thank you and bye-bye. He's doing Persona 5, so let's go see some Persona 5. Bye-bye.